Yo, what's going on today, guys? It is Sam, better known as Samito, coming at you guys with my ultimate Lifeweaver guide. I've played a bit of this hero now, and I think I've got a gist of how the hero should be played. So here's the thing with Lifeweaver. As time goes on, there's going to be more and more strats that develop with the character. So this is what we know right now, right after release. I think that as time goes on, I might need to make another one, but we'll see. So I'm going to go over the basics of abilities and how you want to set up and the key play style to this character that I found out. So mistake number one that people make with this character. This character is not a power healer, right? This character plays a lot like a Zen, where you have to have great positioning. The devs said that, you know, it was trying to be an easier hero, like for a lot of people to play, except I think this hero requires more game sense than like almost any other support. It's almost like you have to have great positioning. So let's go over the abilities. Obviously, you have his flower petal heal here that is just very easy to heal. We've kind of talked about that a little bit in previous videos. You weapon swap to do the damage with his needle gun. You have the life grip, which can pull enemies to safety. The jump pad, which you can use to elevate, and his shift, which you can use to heal yourself, as well as the ultimate, which heals a bunch of people. So generally how you want to use cooldowns is you want to play in the back like a Zen. One of the most important things that you can do pre-fight is have a petal set up on the ground for yourself in advance. As long as you don't step on this, it can stay there forever. So what you want to do is you want to set it up like a Junkrat mine and have two ready when the fight starts. This hero is going to be really map specific. It's going to depend on the situation to when you can play it, but I will talk about my playstyle, my thought process as I go on in time. So basically, if you get dove, you want to step on the first petal, strafe out and try to heal up your team as much as you can for that 65 health a second. If somebody gets low, you can pull them to the high ground so they can do damage. And if they break your petal, you just have another one ready to go. And effectively, you have almost 800 HP of shields, right? So that's kind of how you want to play. You want to play back, and then when you start getting kills, that's when you can get a lot of value. I found anchoring flower petals on corners to be very good. So say the fight, they're coming around this corner, I can kind of anchor up here in the back where I can see my whole team, and I'm not walking forward. The key is to make sure that you're able to kite out quickly. And then other than that, this hero's kind of one-dimensional. You really just want to heal bot, wait for somebody to get in a lot of trouble without their cooldowns and use your life pool on them to save them, and build your ult as fast as you can and use it proactively on corners. So now I'm going to go into a game and really show you guys, because honestly these abilities are very, very bare bones. Also, if you're being dove, the important thing is to just use your shift quickly when you're getting out of the fight. You don't want to use your shift while you're taking damage. I mean, if you absolutely have to, you can, but it starts your regenerative passive way earlier, so you can shift out of the fight for just 1 to 2 seconds. You'll full heal, and since he's so slow in healing, and his health, like his hitbox is so big, you really want to make sure you're out of these fights when playing the character. So let's go ahead and get into a game, and I'll talk through my my thought process. And so I think I have some good petal anchor points like towards the back, and that's what you really want to use, guys. Remember, you always want to have a petal set up before the fight. You're going to watch me do it before every single fight here. So take a look. Ready? And I wonder what my line of sight would be. I need it to be an easy kite point. That's not good. And this is, again, this is the biggest problem. Now, we can play it from the outside, but this Reaper, our comp is not good enough for Winston here. We're going to put it in that corner. Surely nobody steps on this, right? That's actually not bad for my soldier, but it's going to get insta-killed by Reaper, and Reaper is so good into my petals. My team is not playing with my character very well. So we're going to set this one up. I'm going to have to use this to get an angle on my Winston. Yeah, this is not looking good. Our comp is not looking good. Our team does not understand how to use the petals. So I'm going to have to put it so far back that my teammates don't step on it. I'm going to pull my Winston out of the pin. He's going to try to survive. Heal my Moira up on the side here. And again, this is when the Sombra dives. Now I go up. When the dive hits me, I go up. Save my team from the high ground, right? See that? Now I don't get shattered. I'm going to ult my Winston on the point so he can actually get in there and play aggressively. We need to close this one out, so I'm definitely going to be willing to ult the point here. I'm going to cleanse the effects. Sombra going to try to get me, but I can force her out while my ult's up. Surely not. We're going to get a petal up. We're going to try to heal. I shipped out of my petal. That's a big mistake on my part right there. It's a big mistake. Now I need to set up here. Right now we're going to walk into the heal orb. We're going to set another one up. Try to hit my monkey. You should have his ult. And now we're good. The Reaper's going to die. very careful here, and I'm playing back. Now that we're up one, I'm gonna... I think that, again, it's what we're really gonna have to work on with our teammates is again, until people learn how to play around you as Weaver, you've got to be careful. That's why I might put my pedal, honestly, so far back my soldier doesn't even think to step on it, right? I don't even want it in a spot where he can think to sabotage me. Now, I could set him up with it, right?
Can't have it getting worse. But
again, he doesn't really need it on this point. We're really far up here. And I'm working on my second tree. I've got a lot of healing done here. There's got a Sombra dotting me. Oh, God. Come on out, buddy. There's the EMP. I'm setting up top here. I'm going to save his life there. A big pull onto my Sombra. Going to flip the point. I'm going to ult the visor, and he needs to walk in here. And we're going to make sure we close this out, right? We're going to make sure we close it out because we're coming up on our coal. And this actually might be the move here. We just set up here to start the fight, right? I'm going to set up here to start the fight. I have like triple their Lifeweaver's healing. And just pocket from here. And then I can put one there momentarily to get back up top. And then I'll basically have 3 uses here. And this is the kind of setup that you want with Weaver. Right? Now, look, their Sombra's really going to struggle to get me here. Now, we just got one entry build. They're going to use their ult. I'm going to walk up to be in the fight. There's the EMP. His tree's going to get deleted by EMP. Soldier, careful. I think he's going to have Shatter soon. And another Reaper. This is going to be scary for my team. I'll be ready to pull him out. But there we go. No deaths. Now, my Moira had more heals because she's just hard pocketing my Winston, right? But in terms of like the actual utility that save fights, like we had a couple really big trees, a couple troll setups for my soldier, right? You know, and that's gonna be the frustrating part. Like the community's gonna have to learn not to do that kind of stuff with Weaver, and at this point against their comp, it's gonna be really hard.
More field research.
I always want to anchor. That was a very sexy save on the Sombra. Yep, saved them from across the map. And that's why you want to anchor far back on the off angle to where, like, there was no way their team could get to me aside from their Sombra if they weren't, unless they played dive, right? And that's, like, if teams aren't picking dive on the Weaver, right, and they're playing, like, a slower version of Rush Comp because they didn't have speed, I just pull them back, right, and save my team. So right here where it's so linear and super close range, it's going to be really hard for me to get value. There's not a big off angle I can take. So... Reaper left? They're going left. They're going left. So I go right. I go away from them, right? They have Hog. I'm going to set up on this corner to where they can't break this. I'm going to keep my Sombra alive. The Reaper's going to be behind my team. And that's, again, that's the concern right there. You cannot have your team doing that, right? But I think my damage, particularly against Roadhog, might be really good. Buddy's Shrine. I'm going to swap it off. Lock at my soldier.